Feels right. Good evening and welcome to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. I'm Steve Witterhack. I got Big Nate Young doing the video streaming here tonight, and we are ready to bring you some battle in the East Central Conference Girls Volleyball action. Waupun playing their first conference game of the season, taking on the Winneconne Wolves. Rough last few days for Waupun back on Friday and Saturday, going just, 0 for 4 in that tournament that they had. And right now they're sitting at 1-5. They got a victory on Tuesday. Waupun knocking off Mayville 3-1 in that match. So again, big changes on the team. Ava Vandazan out. Looks like she's going to be out probably for the whole season, and she was definitely a potential player of the year in the East Central Conference. Just hits rockets from that left side. Is such an athletic, long player out there, but she looks like she is going to be going to an MRI on Monday to check out that knee, but it's not looking real great for Ava, and so they've got a lot of changes they've got to get used to for the Waupun Lady Warrior team, and we'll see how they adjust to that. Coach says he definitely saw some improvement, and I like some of the things he sees. Girls getting put in spots they're not used to being in and didn't expect to be in this year, but with Ava's injury, that moved around about 3 or 4 different players out there, and he's kind of finding the right combination that he wanted, and it's kind of gelling together from what he sees for the team. So that is good news for the Waupun Lady Warriors. Now we're just waiting. JV games and the freshman games just got done, or they call them JV1 and JV2, I guess. And we're going to take another break and come back and talk about Waupun getting set to take on the Winneconne Wolves girls volleyball action here on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back at Waupun High School, and Waupun getting set to take on the Winneconne Wolves in girls volleyball action. And just taking a look at Waupun, they were in a tournament this past Friday and Saturday, and they lost to Marshfield 0-2 in that tournament. Beaver Dam, they lost to them 1-2. Stevens Point, or I should say Sun Prairie West, they lost to them 1-2. And then on Saturday, got beat by Watertown 0-2. Pretty tough tournament with some big schools there with Beaver Dam, Marshfield, Watertown there, and Sun Prairie. So you're playing nothing but big schools in that tournament. But they did better when they went over to Mayville on Tuesday and knocked off the Mayville Cardinals 3-1 to give them their only win on the season. They're sitting right now at 1-5 so far on the season, coached by Chris Harmson. I'm going to have an interview with him coming up in just a few minutes. As far as the Winneconne Wolves right now, they're 3-0 on the season. They've knocked off Wautoma, they've knocked off Freedom, and they knocked off Oshkosh North. They did that in a tournament where they beat all teams 2-1 in that tournament. Just taking a look at Winneconne in the past, they last year they were 18-14. They were tied with Waupun for second to last in the conference at 2-4 in the East Central Conference. But again, talking to Coach Chris Harmson, he'll mention it in his interview, but yeah, you win, you find ways to win, and you start getting that winning attitude, and that alone can get you some victories here and there. So we'll see what that does with Waupun. We saw him play last week against Campbellsport, and just a great match. They went to the fifth and decider in that. Waupun had many opportunities in that, just couldn't quite get over the hump to take that lead in that fifth and decider, and ended up losing in extra points, I believe 16-14 in that deciding fifth set. And again, that was a great match between a couple pretty obviously very equal teams going at it here at Waupun. Like I said, I had a chance to talk to Coach Chris Harmson, talking about his team and talking about where they're at right now, the injury problem, of course, that they have, and that's a big one that they have for this season. And we'll have that interview coming your way in just a few minutes as the pregame show live from Waupun High School continues on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffle start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
Welcome back to more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show. We are broadcasting live from Waupun High School. Waupun getting set to take on Winneconne in girls volleyball. And I've got the head coach for the Waupun Lady Warriors, Chris Harpson, with me right now. And Chris, let's just talk about where the team's at. I know you had a tournament over the weekend, and it's been a week since we've seen you. And anything changed or with the team since that point?
Yeah, I mean, we really played we played pretty much everybody over the weekend and really tried finding a rhythm. And we think we have something going now. We moved Hayden Schultz to middle, and she's really starting to take to the position really well. She's swinging well. And our other middle, Jalen, she's really swinging well too. We worked a lot on blocking yesterday, and we had a really good practice with them. So we're hoping. So.
A little tough. You're still trying to kind of get everybody else fixed in their spots. It affects a lot of people when you lose somebody like maybe possible conference player of the year, Ava Van de Zan. It doesn't not look good. I know she hasn't had her MRI or anything yet, but doesn't really look good for her ever being back this season. So everybody's kind of got switched around there. And how are the girls mentally handling that now? They getting after a tournament, maybe getting a little more used to it now?
I think we're getting there. Ava's been around us, and just having her around is worth something. I mean, it really is. She always throws in the joke that we need at the right times and maybe even at the wrong times sometimes. But, I mean, it's nice having her around. And, I mean, we're finding it on the court, too. I mean, Rowan switched out to outside, and she's having a year. I mean, She really is. She's swinging well. She's really getting the kills. Ryan is swinging really well at outside as well. So I think we have a rhythm going here. In our first 2 sets against Mayville, we took care of them. And then they made an adjustment, but, I mean, we still won, so that's always good.
Yeah, Winneconne, the Wolves are in town. You're starting conference play right now. And what do you know about Winneconne?
I know they graduated a lot. I watched a little film, but it was kind of off camera, so it was hard to watch. They're winning. I don't know who they've really played, but they're winning matches, and sometimes you just win. So, I mean, they're doing it. So I would really like to beat them the last year in the ECC.
That's right. Okay, well, thanks for your time, Coach, and looking forward to should be a very good match against Winneconne Wolves. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
Okay, Chris Harpson, the head coach for the Waupun Lady Warriors, getting set to take on the Winneconne Wolves. Back with more of our pregame show after this on The Source.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, we are back at Waupun High School, and kind of a sparse crowd right now. I'm not sure if they had, is there soccer going on, Nate, over there? I see a bunch of cars over walking by the soccer fields over there, but not a bad crowd in the student section, Warrior Nation, but getting set to take on the Waupun Winneconne ball game here at Waupun High School. So, again, first conference match for both of these teams, and kind of looking at Waupun's schedule coming up. They don't play till next Thursday, so they really want to not have something that sticks in their craw here for the whole week that they come up with a loss at home. They hope to figure things out, come out with a win here and something to build off from as they go further into the season. But they don't play till next week, Thursday. They'll be playing at home again against Berlin. And then as far as Winneconne, their next scheduled game is coming up next week, Monday. They play at Manassas, so you're taking on a big school. And then you got Omro. They'll be playing there on Tuesday. So a couple of, a bunch of road games in a row for the Winneconne Wolves, and that probably means they'll be playing a lot of home games coming up too. But again, just trying to figure out what they should do here without Ava Vandezan on the court and a lot of switches. That really had a lot of changes for some girls that really expected to be in this one certain spot. Rowan Harder definitely expected to be a right side hitter the entire year. Did a great job already last year with that, and expect her to do it again this year. And all of a sudden, boom, Ava's gone. Guess where Rowan is? Over on the left side, where she was not used to. But she had some nice moments, I thought, against Campbellsport last week. And hopefully we can continue seeing growth with that. And then you've got some of the other girls that are definitely helping out. I know Sydney Neary had herself a nice game, just a sophomore, and she did a great job from that right side, filling it for where Rowan used to be, and a lot of nice things that Coach said about Hayden Schultz coming in and making an impact and getting some confidence. The junior Hayden Schultz in that middle blocking position, like how the left sides are both playing right now for Waupun with Rowan Harder and also with Ryan Babish hitting very confidently right now. And your other middle is Jalen Landell. And, of course, you got that freshman setter out there, Alexis Babish, and she's doing very good. I saw her play last week and thought she did great, and Coach says she's rock solid out there, and it's amazing they're going to have her for the next 4 years, this year and 3 more after that. So kind of a nice convenience there for the Waupun Lady Warriors. We'll take about a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the teams and maybe about the big football game that we have coming up tomorrow night. That I'll be there, Nate will be there to bring you that tomorrow night here at Veterans Memorial Field in Waupun. Back in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
We are back at Waupun High School. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, we'll have high school football coming your way. And the Waupun Warriors now 2-0 on the season in action over at Veterans Memorial Field and playing their first game in the South Central Conference when they take on the team that, according to Wisconsin Sports News, says is the favorite team to win the conference this year. So we'll see what happens in that ball game. Waupun playing with some confidence right now. They've got some great athletes out there. Got a pretty good running back to stop for the Dells Chiefs in that ball game. So looking forward to calling that. Nate and I will be bringing you that game coming up tomorrow night if you can't get to it. But get there and cheer on the Waupun Warriors 2-0. It's been 3 years since they've been 2-0. A lot of people thought it was longer than that, but that's when they beat Menominee Nation and they knocked off the St. John's Academy team at the beginning of the season. Then they went 0-7 after that. Before that, it was 2006 season, the season that they beat Wisconsin Lutheran, and they lost in the third level of the playoffs, losing to Kewaskum, a disappointing loss, a team that could have really, I thought, get to the state tournament that year. It was a pretty special year. But Waupun, again, 2-0. We'll have their game for you coming up tomorrow. And that starts at 7 o'clock with a pregame of 6:30 right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. So it looks like everything's come to a standstill here at the gym, and we are ready to take a little break, and we'll come back in just a few minutes with the starting lineups and the beginning of tonight's contest. Waupun hosting the Winneconne Wolves girls volleyball action, game number 1 in the conference for both teams in the East Central Conference. Back with the beginning of tonight's match between these two teams in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffle start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
Okay, welcome back to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Steve Winterhack with you, and again, let's take a look at the starting lineups for Waupun taking on the Winneconne Wolves. We'll start with the Winneconne Wolves. They will be running the 5-1 offense. That means they just have one setter, and that setter will be Bailey Church. She's a 5'3 sophomore. Outside hitters are Neela Gardner. She's a 5'9 junior, and Alyssa Koval is a 5'9 sophomore. Their middle hitters are Malia Bodo. Some interesting names in here. 6-foot junior, and the other middle hitter is Megan Anderson. She is a 6-foot senior. The other players for them, the right side hitter is Jocelyn Stick, a 5'8 senior on the team. And defensive specialist is Kendall Vett, a 5'5 junior. Taking a look at the Waupun Lady Warriors, of course, they were led by their setter, Alexis Babish, just a freshman for Waupun. Left side hitters are Rowan Harder. She is a senior on the team. Can't believe she's a senior already. She's been around for quite a while, actually. I thought she was like a fifth-year senior. I say that about poor Rowan, but Rowan is a great athlete in numerous sports, and seems like she has been around for a while for the Waupun Lady Warriors, but again, she is their left side hitter, normally a right side hitter, but looks like this season she'll be the left side. Ryan Babish, rock solid left side hitter. She is a junior. Middle hitter Jalen Landl is a junior. Another middle hitter is Hayden Schultz. And they're very aggressive and fun to watch. Libero is Mickey Borchert, and she'll lay out on the floor for you to get a ball out there. Very aggressive, has a great sense of where the ball's going to be, and if she has to fly on the floor and go get the ball, she will. So fun to watch her on the court for the Waupun Lady Warriors. And also starting is Sydney Neary. She's just a sophomore. And that's the starting lineup for both teams. Waupun in their white jerseys with black lettering and gold highlights. And Winneconne in kind of that darker burgundy we're used to the Wolves having, along with the white lettering and highlights. And we are set to play some volleyball here at Waupun High School. Yeah, not a bad crowd here again in the Warrior Nation to cheer on their Waupun Lady Warriors. And shaking hands, and we are set to go. Not a bad day out today. It's cooling off a little bit. I see highs tomorrow only getting up into the mid-60s around the area. And then maybe get back up in the 80s again. It is summer till the 22nd of September, till about 7-something in the morning when it turns to fall. We're not trying to rush ourselves out of summer at all. Summer is very short here in Wisconsin, and I want to enjoy it and be able just to wear shorts all the way till that point, maybe beyond. If those temperatures stay in the 80s, and keep that family pool open for maybe another week or so here before we have to cover it up, sadly, coming up here in the next few weeks. So I think they got all the introductions done here on the court. Everybody's where they're supposed to be and checked in with the officials. Looks like Winneconne will start things out serving first. Bailey Church, their setter, goes back to serve now for the Winneconne Wolves. And we are underway. A little knuckleball right to Borchert. Gets it over to Babish. Back sets right side over to Ryan Babish. Nice diving save close to the net. Babish keeps it alive and hit over on the second hit. Nice job getting up there and taking care of business. Hayden Schultz goes up and hits it off the block and finds the floor over on the Winneconne side. First point going to the Lady Warriors. That's a rotation for Waupun with Ryan Babish heading to the back row. What kind of dive, but a good pass to get it over to their setter Church, and bumped over. A free ball now for Waupun. Babish to Babish, left side over to Rowan Harder. Hard into the block. Ball kept alive. Borchard gets it, and now Rowan Harder will loop it back over into the Winneconne side. Tight to the net, going left side with it. Hard hit and put away by number 1, Alyssa Koval. She went up and spanked that thing cross court to the back right corner for the kill for the Winneconne Wolves. We're tied at 1 apiece. Serve for Alyssa Koval. Serves from the far left side. Little knuckleball again. Both serves. No spin on them at all so far for Winneconne. Back row attack now from Ryan Babish. That is dug out close to the net. Left side attack, and a good job by Ryan Babish to keep it alive, going right over to the Wolves side. Right side attack going down the line on the right side. Swing by number 11, Jocelyn Stick, and puts it away. Always an easy thing to do when you're a right-handed player, trying to go down that line from the right side, but she does, and gets some open court. Give Winneconne their first lead. This handled ball in the back row chased off the court, and Rowan Harder will barely get it over on the third hit. Going to set it far left side over to Gardner, and that's going to be out of bounds on a point for the Lady Warriors. We're all tied up at 2 apiece here in the first set. Got to play up to 25, win by 2. If you have to go to that 5th and decider, you got to play up to 15 and win by 2. And it's rally scoring, so every time there's a serve, somebody's in up with a point at the end of this. That was bumped over on Waupun's side. See what they can do with it. The quick set in the middle over to Landel. That is dug out. Back set over on the right side, and a nice job getting over the top of that swing by Jocelyn Stick, and gets a lot of top spin on it. Dives right in front of the back row player for Waupun. And putting it away. Now the libero for Winneconne is serving. That's Hella Josephson, and Waupun get the ball back over and past the block of Winneconne. 4-2 now the lead for the Wolves. Another serve for Hella Josephson. That's shanked off the arms of Mickey Borchert and into the wall right below us here and over the top of the Waupun bench. Bit of a run now from the Wolves, leading 5-2. Another serve for Josephson, just a freshman. Nice pass this time to Alexis Babish, and just tapped over on the third hit, but stepping in, Winneconne fields it. And that's going to hit the net. Into the net on the swing by Neela Gardner. And a point for Waupun. Back within 2, trailing 5-3. Coming in for Waupun right now, checking in, is Audrey Sanders. A lot of praise, too, from the coach from his back row players. Ooh, this one out by about 12, 15 feet or so. A lot of pent-up energy there for Sanders, and just blast one out of bounds. So a service error gives a point to Winneconne. They lead now 6-3. And serving for the Wolves will be Kendall Vett, the junior. Camo, the theme here tonight for the Waupun Warrior Nation. Portrait's going to be tight to the net. Good job by Babish. Or Rowan Harder, block right back at her. Ryan saves it, and Sanders tries to throw it back over her shoulder. Kind of shanks it off the side of her hand to try to flick it back behind her and goes out of bounds wide right. 7-3 the lead now for the Wolves. Another serve for Kendall Vett. That went into the net. So Waupun gets a free point. See if they can string a few points together. Down by 3, 7-4. Your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Rowan Harder now rotates to the back to serve for the Lady Warriors. Good pass this time, getting it over to Church, and the block is up, but they didn't close it up enough. Goes off their hands and on the floor. And that is a point for Winneconne. 8-4 now the lead for the Wolves, and they're serving. Back serving is Gardner. A quick set over to the middle hitter. Landl is fielded in the back row. Left side attack now from Alyssa Koval is dug out. Ryan Babish over the left side goes down the line. Pass nice up to the front of Church. Left side attack again, and that one is popped up by Borchard. Here goes Babish from the left side. Cross court, and a good job at least to keep it alive for a second there. Alyssa Koval, but a better hit there by Ryan Babish to put it away. Extreme angle on that one from the left side to the right. Landl will rotate out, and coming in to go across the front row is upon Hayden Schultz. So we should let everyone know that Mickey Borchard got her 500th dig, and a few tears are stopping play a little bit and getting a nice hug from the coaching staff here. And again, Borchard, pretty nice, not even a senior yet for Waupun's libero. Mickey Borchard, just a junior yet, and already got 500 digs, so they stopped the play just for a little bit and give her a little recognition and a few pictures over there, some flowers that she can enjoy later, and a hug from the coach, and heading out to keep playing right now. But again, Borchard getting her 500th dig for Waupun. She's got many more to go, so we'll see how far she can go. This is the early part of the season, her junior year, already getting to that mark already, and has the whole senior year ahead of her, so that number is going to go way up by the time she's done. Borchard now rotates back, and then we have stoppage. I don't know if they actually gave her the thumbs up to start playing yet. Official blew the whistle as soon as she served the ball now. Said, okay, got to wait for my prompt to do that. So they finally did blow the whistle and gave him the motion to time to do that. Nice serve, but that one is kept alive across court, and keeping alive is Sanders. Goes Ryan Babish off the block, diving save. Nice job by the freshman. And then a shot way to the back row, and that is in. What a nice save by their libero. Hella Josephson goes and just with one hand goes out there and pops it up, and then somehow gets it right over to the left side, and Alyssa Koval puts it away, loops it over the top of everybody, hits the back line, and gets the kill. 9-5 in favor of Winneconne. That one stays in the back row. Going to shoot it back up over to Ryan Babish. Good job there by Alexis Babish to go wave about like 20 feet off the net. Get it back up to her sister on the left side, and not a great angle to get a set from, but a good job by Ryan Babish putting it off the block and on the floor. Point for Waupun, trailing down 9-6. Alexis Babish with the serve. Nice serve, gets an ace on that one. Goes to the back, just the bottom dropped out when she got close to the line. I thought, is that going to float out? But all of a sudden that thing just went down like a breaking pitch in baseball and gets herself an ace. Back within 2 now, where the Lady Warriors trailing 9-7. Babish with another serve. Control that one. Church gets it up. Little tap shot from the middle is dug out by Ryan Babish. Right side just tapped over by Neary. And a good job. Another attempt right by the front row by their freshman libero Josephson, but can't quite get it to anybody to control. Waupun will get it back. They're back within 1, 9-8 here in set number 1. Alexis Babish with another serve. And that's going to pop over on the, I don't know if it ever cleared or Babish ever hit it. So they're going to say that is Waupun's ball. She went up and was going to block it, but it didn't clear the net, didn't come over to her hands. And that'll be Waupun volleyball. A little question by the coach, Cora Strand. And she's trying to sell the point that maybe that ball was touched, but I think not getting that point across. That was just a nice play. Babish was up there, but didn't have to hit the ball. Another mishandled ball, and Ryan Babish gets it over to her sister. Quick set in the middle of Schultz, and she rears back and hits it off the middle block. And on the floor, Waupun now on that roll that we talked about. Now Waupun leading 10-9. A timeout on the court for Winneconne. Back in a minute with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox.
Okay, we are back. Action going on already. Right side attack, dug out in the back row for Waupun. Left side attack now from Ryan Babish. His dugout goes up in the net, and again, Waupun continues the roll right now after that timeout taken by Winneconne. They lead now 11-9 here in set number 1. Nice recovery by Waupun. Winneconne kind of getting everything going their way, but Waupun being a little more offensive-minded, putting some balls down. Another serve for Alexis Babish. That's tight to the net, tipped over. Alexis gets it right side after bumping into her libero Borchard. Middle attack off the block, and then on the floor. Goes off from Schultz's hand, and that was a swing by Megan Anderson. She'll get the kill. It stops the bleeding now for Winneconne. They now are back within 1. Waupun leading 11-10. That'll put Bailey Church, the setter, to the back row to serve. Little let serve, kept alive. Left side attack, and that's going to not clear the net on the swing by Sydney Neary. Kind of reared back to put a little extra on that one, but underneath the tape. Point for Winneconne. We are tied at 11. Church with another serve. It's going to be tight the net over to Alexis Babish, and then got a Waupun player on the net. Yeah, they're going to say that is actually Babish that was in the net, Ryan Babish, they're going to say in the net. So lead going back to Winneconne, putting some points together to get the lead back. Ryan Babish kind of shanks that one off to the side. Borchard's going to set it left side over to Neary off the block. Winneconne still controls, back set right side. They'll tap over the net, kept alive by Neary. Back over to Ryan Babish, left side, pounds one down to the middle back. Off the arms and hands of Neela Gardner in the back and shoots out of bounds. Good confident swing there by Ryan Babish to get the kill, and she rotates to the back row to serve now for Waupun. We're tied at 12 apiece. Good pass this time over to Church. Going to back set it right side again. Nice cut shot. Away from that right side to the left on a good swing by Alyssa Koval. She'll get the kill, and Winneconne gets the lead back now at 13-12. It's all we've seen is close games that I've seen so far. All those 5 games against Campbellsport's the only other match that I've seen for Waupun. Now here they are with a close one in the first set against conference opponent Winneconne. Goes rolling harder for the left side. Pounds, but a nice save in the back row to keep it alive. Not a bad set either. Waupun will dig it out. Will set to the middle. Schultz, good job going off the block, tooling it right off the hands of Megan Anderson. to get the kill for the Lady Warriors. Schultz hitting with some confidence in that front row. And she'll rotate out right now. And coming in for her will be Waupun's Jalen Landl. Schultz, still in the game to serve for the Lady Warriors. That's going to be tight to the net and popped up. Good job by Church to pop it up and keep it alive. Schultz steps up on that shot that is going to land on the 10-foot line, but shoots off her arms to the right and out of bounds. Lead back in the hands of Winneconne, leading 14-13. Ella Josephson again back to serve. Good pass this time from Babish to Babish. Landl hits it into the block, back on the Waupun side. Going to go Rowan Harder on the left side, a little roll shot. Kept alive by Winneconne. Left side swing now off the block and back over on the swing by Gardner. Going to go back to Gardner on that left side, tight to the net, taps it over the top of the block. He goes Harder along the left side off the block, diving save, and waiting for it is Landl back on Winneconne's side. Longest rally of the match so far. Going to go far left side over to Harder. A nice quick set, but that one is dug out again. Can't get one to go down. And a nice shot looping it all the way to the back left corner. A nice shot there by Winneconne's number 11, Jocelyn Stick. Kind of over the top of everybody. Found that corner way in the far left side of the court from her angle. And she puts it away. Now a 2-point lead for Winneconne. 15-13 they lead. Another serve for Josephson. Neary with the attack on the right side. Kind of clunks it into the middle of the net. Kind of an awkward little position for her to get the ball over there, just inside the 10-foot line. And that's another point for Winneconne, leading now 16-13. Ryan Babish over to Alexis. Left side to Rowan Harder. And over the top of the block, but again controlled by Winneconne. Just inside the 10-foot line. A swing by Gardner is dug up by Waupun. Backs that right side. Good job by Neary to get that inside the antenna. She's kind of backpedaling off the court, close to the net, but somehow gets it to go inside that antenna, and after that, Winneconne can't control the ball. Pine gets a much-needed point now, trailing by 2, 16-14. Serving now for the Lady Warriors is Audrey Sanders. Again, a little deep on her serve. Not as far out as the other one, but still a good 10 feet out on that serve by Sanders. Free point for Winneconne. They go up by 3, 17-14. Back to serve for the Wolves is Kendall Bett. Good pass over to Alexis Babish. Going to one Harder on the left side, and I don't know if that one even cleared the net. Either way, that is on the floor, and a point for Winneconne. They lead by 4, 18-14. And we'll be back after this timeout in just 30 seconds on RP Sports.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
And I see my family member, Bridget Witterhack, down there. Member of the championship team back in 2007, assistant coach, kind of taking over that instructions during that timeout for Waupun. She's a competitor. She was a fun player to watch back in her day and got a free ride to Loyola, then headed over to Parkside and had a nice college career, and even was an assistant coach over at Madison Edgewood. Well, she was getting her master's over there. Back set right side on the slide over to Landl, and she puts it down. That one's worked perfectly. Haven't seen really that work within that Campbellsport game. It didn't work at all. And they finally ran it to some success, and Waupun gets the point. But they got some work to do. They're only down by 3, but getting later in the first set. Church gets it, back sets over the right side, and I tell you, they're getting some good hits and good swings on that right side from Alyssa Koval, and that was just one from Neela Gardner. That seems to be where they get their most confident swings over there on the right side. Now a 4-point lead for the Wolves, leading 19-15. And rotating the back, Neela Gardner to serve. Going to miss wide left on her serve. Another opportunity here for Waupun to run a few together. down by 3, 19-16 on your new Medical in Waupun scoreboard. Again, Steve Witterhack here with you. Bringing you Waupun Lady Warrior Volleyball on the video streaming is Big Nate Young. That's going to get passed over. No, the setter did get a hand on it. Then we got a Waupun player in the net. That'll be a point for Winneconne. They're going to take the lead now 20-16. I don't see it on the scoreboard yet, and they finally, no, they're going to give it to Waupun. See, they just gave a point to Waupun. I'm not sure what they're doing here. It should be 20-16. I thought they gave the point to Winneconne because they said there was a one person in the net. They put the point on the board for Waupun. Should have been 20-16, and I think that's where they're going to move it back to that 20-16. A little confusion there, but Winneconne, rightfully so, I believe, gets said. And now Ryan Babish asks what's going to go on, and she's the captains for the team that can approach the up referee. Now, gets the explanation from the up referee. We'll go over and tell Chris Harmson exactly what happened on that. They seem all right with it right now. Waupun ready to receive serve, but ready to possibly get a good pass and pound one down and get that ball back. Down by 4, 20-16, getting late in this first set. Nice serve in the back row, and that is popped up by Reagan Holtz. Left side attack by Babish, puts it away. Not sure if that was off the block. It looked like maybe harder off the net and over the top of the outstretched arms of the block on that side. And no matter how it happened, Waupun gets the point. They're back within 3 now, 20-16 or 17. And back to serve is Alexis Babish. Church gets it right in the middle there, and good job by Schultz to get up there and all back on the Waupun side. Going to set it over to Ryan Babish, puts it down the line and puts it in. Another point for Waupun. Got a couple in a row. Back within 2 now are the Lady Warriors, trailing 20-18. Nice passes by Waupun. Had some nice net play up there. Finding a little trouble, I guess, in that tournament this past weekend with blocks. They said they didn't record a block during the first couple of games that they played. Diving save attempt on a nice serve, taking the air out of that one is Alexis Babish. Kind of a diving attempt by Kendall Vett. Couldn't control it, shanks it to the right. Waupun back within a point now, 20-19 here in set number 1. Alexis Babish again serving for the Lady Warriors. A confident server, knuckleball and middle attack, and that's not going to clear. It's going to hit the top of the net and fall back over the Winneconne side on the attempt by Megan Anderson. And Waupun has tied this one up at 20 apiece. Here come the Warriors. Babish continues to serve for Waupun. Who takes a little off that one. That's tight to the net, and Ryan Babish pops it up over to Alexis. Back set right side over to Neary into the block. And that is a point for Winneconne. Lead back in the hands of Winneconne, now leading 21-20. See if Waupun can get the ball right back. Back to serve their setter, Bailey Church. Oh, that's a left serve. Nice diving save by Ryan Babish. Going to get bumped over by Neary. They rotate back to their spots after that. There's a left side attack, and that one's going to be way out of bounds. Cross court, way in the right corner on the hit by Alyssa Koval. But I tell you, that was Ryan Babish comes up, flat out dives on the floor, pops the ball up, and Waupun comes up with a point in the end. Ryan Babish again back to serve. We're tied at 21 apiece. That's just tapped over. Alexis Babish gets it, going far left side over to Rowan Harder. Taps over the block, popped up, kept alive. Church is going to go back row on this one off the block, and Borchardt gets the ball to Babish. He goes Harder from the left side and right into the net, and a point for the Winneconne Wolves, leading 22-21. And we'll put Alyssa Koval back to serve for the Winneconne Wolves. And she serves on that far left side. That's another tape job. They've done that like 3 times and they get it to go over. Good job by Rowan Harder with the left hand getting the ball over. Back row attack again. That's going to be out of bounds on Koval's swing. About 12 feet off the net. Waupun will gladly take that one and see if they can get the lead right now. Serving at 22 apiece. First one to 25 with a 2-point lead wins the set. Schultz with a serve down the line with it. Church gets a good pass, going to backs on the right side behind the 10-foot line, controlled by Ryan Babish, over to Alexis. Left side attack again by Harder is dug out by the freshman libero. That one's into the block and lands on the Waupun side, and that is, they're going to say that. They say that is a point for Waupun. This is what the official's saying. Winneconne celebrating. It looks like it might have been hard off the block and then fell on the Waupun side. So Koval getting the information from the up referee, and I don't think Coach Strand is going to be happy about the explanation on this one. He's asking what they're calling exactly, so I guess everybody's happy about what somehow Waupun will get the ball. Looking at Winneconne and how they reacted, I thought maybe that they landed on the Waupun side after that. But no, Waupun's got it with a 1-point lead, 23-22. Big moment in the match on that call. Tight to the net. Church going to go backside on the right side. Nice diving save by Alexis Babish, and a kind of flat-footed shot by Neary is kept alive. Now a good block up on the left side for Waupun, and back over the Winneconne side. They'll have to give Waupun a free ball. Ryan Babish over to Alexis. Quick set, and this is going to get bumped up kind of between the middle hitter and the left side hitter. Going to go back to that left side again and pound it off the block, and on the floor, pretty confident swing there by Neela Gardner. We are tied at 23 apiece. What a first set here. These two teams playing their first conference match of the season. That will put Hella Josephson back to serve. Borchard passes the ball, and it's going to be set over on the left side over to Rowan Harder, and it takes a lot off that one. Just directs it just to the left of the block in front of her. Finds the floor just past the 10-foot line. It's a kill for her. Now Waupun sitting at set number 1 point. 24-23 back to serve for the Lady Warriors is Sydney Neary. Oh, kind of a chunk shot, and that is on the floor. Waupun somehow escapes with a win. 25-23, trailing most of that first set, but they come back in the right spots and get the last 2 points and win 25-23 to take a 1-0 lead against the Winneconne Wolves. We'll be back in just 2.5 minutes with set number 2 here from Waupun High School on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Hi, Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back at Waupun, and somehow the Waupun Lady Warriors come back trailing most of that first set, and they win by a score 25-23. I thought some nice swings, confident swings by two left sides for Waupun with Rowan Harder and Babish. I thought Schultz with some nice swings in the middle, especially early in that set, and big saves out there. I know Ryan Babish had a nice diving save at a key point in that ball game to Waupun, keep Waupun kind of in that point and stay within reach. And they had some late holes down 18-14 at one time, and just came back and some nice runs to get back in it and win it 25-23. Alice Krieger out there said, "Good luck, Lady Warriors." If you want to check in on the chat line, keep an eye on that. Cheer on your Lady Warriors, or if you're from Winneconne and are watching your Winneconne Wolves. If we don't have any problem with that either. But you can check in, and we'll let you know what your wishes are for the team. The team does watch these videos later, and they will be happy to watch that and see some of the comments on there. Ryan Babish going to go back and start things for Waupun with a serve. Waupun leading 1-0. Babish going middle back with it. Church will set it. Back set over the right side off the block, and a good confident swing there by Jocelyn Stick. Hitting it right more in front of her and to the right of the block in front of her, off the arms and on the floor. 1-0 Winneconne to start things out here in set number 2. Ooh, a nice serve, but a good job, even better pass by Waupun and Borchert. Ball in control. Church gets it to left side. Then we're going to get a maybe double contact on the set. Yeah, double contact on the set by Haley Church. I should say Bailey Church. They made a little circle around the setter there, and I cut off the top of the B. And the top and bottom, it looked like an H. It's Bailey Church. Kind of a shank shot, but still alive over on the Winneconne side. They just bump it over. Free ball now for Waupun. Back set over on the right side over to Neary off the block. Controlled by the Wolves. Again, another just tap shot and a good job from the back row by Alexis Babish to keep the ball alive. Winneconne has it. Church doesn't go left side. Nobody really over there, so luckily they got to it and got it over. Landel directs the ball off to the right, controlled by the Wolves, and a nice shot right at Ryan Babish to pop the ball up, keep it alive, and kind of a rolling shot, and Rowan Harder maybe trying to do a little bit too much with that. Not on a great angle, kind of spinning around to get her by the 10-foot line and shoots it wide right. 2-1 the lead now for the Wolves. That will put Neela Gardner back to serve now for Winneconne. Good pass over to Alexis Babish. Goes Harder, goes down the line and smashes one home. Perfect pass. Perfect set there by Babish, and Rowan Harder knows what to do at the end of it. Goes right down the line from the left side and gets the kill. We're tied at 2 apiece. Back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. He is Sydney Neary, the sophomore. Boy, a little rocket shot, and that is a ace. Winneconne lets it go, but that one just dropped there in the last 10 feet and lands inside that back line. 3-2 lead now for the Lady Warriors. Nice looking serve there for Sydney Neary. Like shot out of a cannon or something. Neary's next serve. Takes a lot off that one. Church is going to go right side with it, and kind of a, it looked like she was going to kind of tee off on it on the swing attempt by Malia Bodo. But it kind of gets hung in the air and then just kind of hits it right into the net in front of her. 4-2 lead now for Waupun. Neary with another serve. It's hit high in the air. Church will get it. That's going to be a double contact again. Really hit mostly her left hand to start with and then pushed up by the right hand. Double contact. Second time she's been called for that. 5-2 now the lead for the Lady Warriors. Neary with another serve. Church will get it. Back row attack. Nice swing from the back row, but controlled by Waupun. Goes Harder from the left side into the block on the floor. Looks like it was Malia Bodo that gets that one. Puts it back down to the Waupun side. 5-3 the lead now for the Lady Warriors. Big Nate Young on the video streaming here tonight. We're going to be teamed up again tomorrow. No Randy Armia out camping somewhere. But we'll bring all the games to you the next few days. Rowan Harder kind of backpedals a little bit on that one, hits into the bottom of the net. Yeah, tomorrow night it'll be Waupun Warrior football. Warriors 2-0 on the season, playing their first conference game in their new conference, the South Central Conference, against a team that is predicted to win the conference. Wisconsin Dells, the Chiefs. Backside on the right side on the slide and put away by Landell. Second time they've ran that to success. And good to see. That's always an effective play if you can get it going. Not easy to do. A back set, usually close to the middle of the net by the setter, and a great job by the freshman setter, Alexis Babish, to get that thing perfectly over to Landell, who was kind of going off to the left, and he kind of off to her right, I should say. And kind of like a layup. You go on that left foot and you go up and pound it down, whether it's down the line across court. But when it works, it's a thing of beauty. And that's a nice shot also. A nice answer there by Alyssa Koval. She got it and pounds one to the back right corner on the set by Church. 6-5 the lead now for Waupun. And Waupun will be receiving the serve of Bailey Church, rotating to the back row, their setter. Jocelyn Stick rotates in. She's had some big moments so far here in the match. And that one just pulled way off to the left by Church, and Waupun will get a free point on the service here. 7-5 the lead now for Waupun. And Nikki Borchert rotates to the back now, and she will be serving for Waupun. Right in front of Warrior Nation. Boy, a bullet, but that one just drops right into the net. Service there, and Waupun returns the favor. Back within a point is Winneconne, trailing 7-6. Yeah, great history between these two schools. They've had some, especially softball. I've really seen some great softball games. I see Josh Navis, the head coach, state championship head coach, sitting over taking tickets tonight. They've had some great games, especially towards the end of the season. And the other team's seasons happened numerous times. That one's dumped over on the second hit. Nice job by Alexis Babish. Disguising it to the last second, keeps it low, finds the floor. Nobody can get to it. Point for Waupun, leading now 8-6. Yeah, I saw some good years with volleyball in the past. I've seen some nice years also with basketball games. Middle attack going to the back right corner. Borchert pops it up. Going to go right side and tapped over by Neary. Nice diving save by Josephson off the court. Pop back over. Free ball now for Waupun. Borchert getting the ball. Going to go left side over to Ryan Babish off the net and on the floor. Second time I've seen her do this so far in this match. Did it in the first set too. Hey, got to take those, act like you try to do it, and walk over instead of showing, well, I really didn't try to do that, but I'll take it. Point on the board for Waupun now with a 3-point lead, 9-6. Not a great pass attempt, but somehow they do get it up for a nice, effective swing by Neela Gardner. Going to flex in her muscles a little bit here in the match so far, and has some nice swings from behind the 10-foot line and also from the left side so far for Winneconne. Nice player. Back within two are the Winneconne Wolves. Josephson with the serve. Good pass by Borchert. Going to be a middle attack now by Schultz. Popped up by Church. And left side attack again. Kind of a roll shot on that attempt by Gardner. Waupun controls. Here goes Ryan Babish from the left side. A one-handed save. A good job keeping it alive was Koval. Waupun does get control of the ball. Middle attack now by Schultz and pounds it past the blocked attempt by Malia Bodo up there off her hands and on the floor over on the Winneconne side. And Waupun gets the point, back up by 3, 10-7. So Waupun in that first set, they trailed most of it and came back and won at the end. And now Waupun has been in the lead for most of this second set. And nice swing again from that right side where I think their most effective hits so far here in that first set. And then in the second set, Jocelyn Stick gets that. And she's definitely had her name mentioned a few times as she's rotating out right now. And coming in for her to go along the back row is Kendall Vett, defensive specialist. So Vett will serve with Waupun leading at 10-8. That one stays in the back row. Good job by Alexis Babish to get to it, but then it's popped over after that, and it goes about 2 feet deep. But they expect a lot out of Alexis. I mean, that was way back about 20 feet off the net, and she had a kind of a diving save attempt for it. I don't know what the limit is as far as how far you want your setter to go back and hit a ball without somebody else taking it over. And Ryan Babish kind of chunked one over, swung in. Made a weird little noise on that one, but a very effective shot finds the middle of the court. Nobody there for Winneconne. Sometimes when you watch volleyball, that middle of the court for dumping the ball in is probably the most vulnerable spot that you can find. And she found it. 11-9 to lead now for Waupun. Schultz with a serve. That's going to be tight to the net. Popped over in the second hit. Alexis Babish over on the right side gets it to Neary off the block, back over by Ryan Babish, but that just kind of sets the ball up for Malia Bodo to get it and pound it. But she's going to hit the ball deep. They're looking for the touch on that one. And Waupun will get the point. 12-9 now the lead for the Lady Warriors. Another serve for Waupun's Hayden Schultz. That's going to stay in the back row. Church has to chase it back there. Cross-court shot. Schultz will get it, going to the left side by the 10-foot line for Rowan Harder. A nice job out for a couple of hands, and Winneconne just pops it over on the third hit. Quick set, and I'm not sure if she was going to the middle on that one, possibly trying to get to Jalen Landell, but kind of one of those tweener balls between your middle hitter and your left side hitter. Nobody could get to it, and that is a point for Winneconne. They're back within 2, 12-10. Gardner with a serve. Babish sets left side over to Rowan Harder down the line, but that's going to be out of bounds wide left. Winneconne moves back within a point now, 12-11. A lot of similarities with that match against Campbellsport, where it's just back and forth, or it was close for all 5 sets. That was a great match. Borcher gets chased off the court on mishandled ball on serve receive, and now we are tied at 12 apiece. Looks like none of the students made it for Winneconne here tonight. They just pretty much have their JV1 and JV2 players out there that are doing the cheering in their cheering section. And got Waupun filling up a good 2/3 of the Warrior Nation bleachers. Here goes Harder from the left side off the block, back on Waupun's side. Back set over to Neary on the right side, and a good job. Didn't overhit it, and kind of finds an open spot. A nice save attempt by Neela Gardner, but goes off her hands and out of bounds deep, and that'll be a point for Waupun, back in the lead 13-12. Neary back to serve for the Lady Warriors. Ball passed over to Church, right side attack. Good job in the back row by Neary. Back row attack now, and that's going to be out of bounds wide right on the swing by Ryan Babish. This is a little wide right. Sanders checking in now for Waupun to go along the back row. And back to serve for Winneconne will be Malia Bodo. 13 apiece here in set number 2. Waupun leading 1-0 in sets in this match. Bodo with a serve. Good pass by Sanders. Left side attack now by Harder off the block and kept alive. There's a left side attack now by Koval. Just dinks it over the top of the block. Diving save attempt by Sanders. Can't get there. And now Winneconne takes the lead at 14-13. Bodo continues to serve now for the Wolves. Now in the lead, which they haven't had. I don't know if they've led it all in this set, maybe early. That's going to be out of bounds by about 5 feet. Free point for Waupun. We are tied now at 14 apiece. Rowan Harder back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Church gets the pass, going to go left side over to Koval. Goes down the line with it and pounds it down and puts it away. Lead back in the hands of the Wolves now, leading 15-14. Checking in now for the Lady Warriors is Regan Holtz. And Waupun again trailing by a point. 15-14 in favor of Winneconne. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Steve Witterhack with you tonight, bringing you girls volleyball action. Love to call a volleyball match. So many successes here in Waupun, 11 state championships, and that one just finding a wide open spot up the serve by Bailey Church. She went way out of bounds last time she was back to serve, and that one just finds the line about 15 feet off the net over on that left side. Now a 2-point lead for the Wolves. Mishandled ball in the back by Borcher, but somehow Waupun does get a swing on it. But controlled by the Wolves. Going to go over to Koval on the left side, and she goes cross court with it, out of bounds. Waupun with the point. They move back within a point now. They trail 16-15 to Winneconne. On your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Mickey Borchard back to serve now, the libero for Waupun. He's going to chase Church across the court, and they didn't even get to it. Just bumped over for a free ball for Waupun. Oh, and that one not quite there. I'm not sure where they're going to go with it on that set attempt, but no connection with any of her hitters on that set from Alexis Babish. Now a 2-point lead for Winneconne, leading 17-15. Maybe Waupun plays better from behind here, and they got to come swoop in at the end to win like they did in that other set. Sanders shanks off her arms and shoots off to the left. Another point for Winneconne, up by 3, 18-15. Timeout on the court, back in just 30 seconds with more Waupun Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, Waupun digging a hole here again late in the set like they did in the first set. They were down 18-14 in that first set. Now they're down 18-15 in this set. And back to serve is Alyssa Koval. Koval serving from that left side. And Sanders gets it. Somehow they do pop it up, but a good job to keep the ball alive and a not real great pass. Ryan Babish trying to get over there with the top of her sister to get the ball, but couldn't control it. Another point for Winneconne. They're up 19-15. Alyssa Koval again serving for Winneconne. Boy, that thing is nasty. I just watched the flight of that ball. Got over the net and about 10 feet off the net. Just all of a sudden just dropped. The bottom dropped right out, went straight down. And that made that an impossible ball to field for Waupun. Now a 5-point lead, 20-15. Winneconne taking off here in set number 2. A little off of that one. They're kind of picking on Sanders right now. Left side attack is rolled over. Tight to the net. Church is going to go right side with it. And the block up for Waupun. And a good job by Schultz and Ryan Babish up there. Get the block kill. Waupun back within 4 now, 20-16. Now it's that moment again where you got to start running some points together. Can't trade points anymore this late in the second set, trailing by 4. Alexis Babish back to serve now for Waupun. Good pass over to Church. Back sets it over to the right side off the block, and on a handcuff, Holtz in the back middle. One of those, should I have my arms down? Should be pushing it up or in the middle, and just shoots off her hands and out of bounds. 21-16 the lead now for Winneconne. Ryan Babish has to chase that ball all the way off the court to get it. Remember, Keith Milkowski was the coach, and somebody grabbed the ball from Warrior Nation in full blast and headed off the court and out the side door. Never to be seen again. Took the ball with them. That happened, and they did it for a good reason because it was, I think, Coach Milkowski's 900th win or something like that, and they presented him with a ball, but awkward time. A nice swing on the left side by Neary. Hard off the block, tools it off the block. Waupun gets the point. But work to be done now for the Lady Warriors, trailing by 4, 21-17. Ryan Babish with the serve. He's going to run about 3 off. Nice. That's a great place to start there. Taking a lot off that, pulling a string on that serve by Babish. Stands right in front of Alyssa Koval and on the floor. 21-18 now, the lead for Winneconne. Church gets a pretty good pass. Back sets it over on the right side. They're going to call a double contact on Church. And that'll be another point for Waupun, putting a few together. Now 21-19 the lead for Winneconne. Here come the Warriors. We'll see them at least in this run tie the thing up. Then they'll get greedy after that. Church passes over to the left side, tapped over the block. And a set over by Borch over to the left side to Rowan Harder off the block. Church will get it. Sets it on the right side again, and Borchard steps in again to pass. Alexis Babish gets over to Rowan Harder. Nice dig in the back row by Koval. Another attack, and Ryan Babish gets to it. It's by the net, pushed over by Rowan Harder. Back on the Winneconne side. Another swing off the block, and blocked back over on the Winneconne side. It's going to get bumped over. A free ball now for the Lady Warriors. Big chance here. Far left side over to Rowan Harder into the block, kept alive by Borchard. And again, Rowan Harder taps it over, and a shot down the line, and finally put away by Neela Gardner. Looked a little exasperated at the end of that, and kind of a little sigh of relief, I think, from her, as that was a long rally, and that was won by Winneconne. They lead now 22-19. Go time for Waupun. Got to make the move right now. Borchard pops it up. Set over left side over to Rowan Harder. That is dug out in the back row by Koval. A nice swing in the middle, getting on top of the ball right over the net and pounding it down is Leah Bodo. Now a 23-19 lead for Winneconne. Another timeout. Back in 30 seconds with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back at Waupun High School, and Lady Warriors right now in trouble, down 23-19, just 2 points away from tying this match up at one apiece. Winneconne leading 23-19. Bet with the serve. Nice hard serve. That's going to be tight to the net, and good job keep it alive is Alexis Babish. Left side attack again by Gardner. Goes off the arms of Alexis Babish, out of bounds, and it will be a point now. Set number 2 point here for Winneconne, leading 24-19. Serving for the second set, Kendall Vett. And that one is into the net, so Waupun gets a little, at least on a little life support right now. They're still alive, but they've got to get the next 4 points at the very least to keep this game going. That will put Hayden Schultz back to serve for Waupun. That's out of bounds, and Waupun will lose on that service there, and they lose 25-20. Waupun wins the first set, 25-23, are tied at one apiece. Back in just 2.5 minutes on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees. We would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffle start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back at Waupun High School. Steve Witterhack with you, bringing you the play-by-play, and got Big Nate Young doing the video streaming. We are all tied at 1 apiece. Waupun leading for most of that first half of that second set. Kind of opposite of what happened in the first set, where Winneconne was leading all till probably the end of the match, but Winneconne comes back, gets ahead after Waupun was up about a few points at 15 points, and Winneconne strings them together and never gave the lead up after that and take the second set by a score of 25-20. Waupun just had some opportunities, just couldn't quite get past the block. Good defense at the net for Winneconne to make Waupun's job just a little bit harder. We are ready to start things out here in set number 2, tied at 1 apiece. Waupun receives serve, not a good pass. Borchard will take it from 20 feet off the net. Popped up on the Winneconne side. Koval with the swing off the net. And it's going to be tight to the net on this one. Schultz goes up, pokes it back up, and directed over by Neary. Nice job going instead of right straight ahead, just kind of directed the ball to her right, and Winneconne gets a hand on it but can't control it. Waupun gets the first point, leading 1-0. Ryan Babish with a serve and a nice job. She did that last game too, where she just kind of got it barely over the net, just kind of dove past the 10-foot line, and Winneconne can't control. 2-0 the lead now for Waupun. And you got to win 3 sets to win the match. We're tied at 1 apiece, so a ways to go yet. At least a couple more sets at the very least. This little shot in the middle by their middle hitter, Megan Anderson. Kind of goes and hits it across her body and on the floor to get the kill and get Winneconne on the board. Waupun in the lead now 2-1. Little miscommunication between Ryan Babish and Mickey Borchard on that last ball. Kind of leans between them. They look at each other, and I think Mickey said, I guess that was probably my ball. We are tied now at 2 apiece. And Alyssa Koval going back to serve for the Wolves. And now that one goes off the arms. It's going to hit the antenna right in that area in the net. That's out of bounds. So some points put together by Winneconne. Now they've got the lead sitting at 3-2. 3 points in a row for them. Koval again serving from that left side. Diving save for Rowan Harder. He gets back up to get the ball off the block and out of bounds. Nice job by Rowan. Didn't have a lot of time. Ball was there in a hurry. Again, and she gets up quickly and hits it hard off the block, and Waupun ties it up now at 3 apiece. Hayden Schultz back to serve now for Waupun. Good pass to Church, going to back set over to the right side, and a good swing again by their right side hitters. Been pretty effective over there. On and off here in the match so far. Jocelyn Stick gets it to go off the block and out of bounds. Gets the kill. 4-3 the lead now for Winneconne. Hallett Josephson with the serve. It's going to stay in the back row. And a back row attack now by Ryan Babish. Kept alive by Gardner. Middle attack. Gardner gets it right back. Hits it hard off the block of Landel in the front. And she'll put it away for the kill. Now a 2-point lead for Winneconne. Winneconne 3-0 on the season. Waupun 1-5 on the season. But this is the first conference matchup for both teams. Nobody's played a conference match yet. This is the opener for the conference in the East Central Conference. They set that one in the middle, and A little questionable on possibly a double hit on that one, but Malia Boda goes up and pounds it out of bounds deep. Waupun back within a point now, trailing 5-4. And Sydney Neary back to serve now for Waupun. Back set over on the right side, tapped over the top of the block. Borchard just kind of goes up with one arm, tries to pop it back up, couldn't control it. And that is a good job by Ron Babish going over there, kind of talking to her, and then you can see by the reaction by Borchard, maybe she should have went with it with two hands instead of just the one. But she agrees, everybody good. They're talking out there, staying positive for the Lady Warriors, and that's what it's all about. 6-4 now, the lead for the Winneconne Wolves. Ryan Babish, her first hit goes over the net. Free ball now for Winneconne. Backs that right side on the slide, and putting it away is Malia Bodo. Point for the Wolves, opening up a 3-point lead, 7-4. See some of the football players in the crowd right now for Waupun. Be calling their game coming up tomorrow against the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs. Got to get used to all these new teams that we're not used to calling. Nice job by Rowan Harder, tooling it off the block and going out of bounds off the hands of the blockers. Waupun gets the point, move back within 2, trailing 7-5. And Waupun at home tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, taking on the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs out of the South Central Conference. Nice quick set and getting on top and pounding it down is Malia Bodo. That's what you want, one of those low sets barely over the net to your middle hitter, and they're waiting for it to pound it down. That's exactly how it went down. And Bodo gets a pretty impressive kill and just as good a set there by Bailey Church. Puts their team up by 3, 8-5. Quick set in the middle, see if Waupun can answer. No, that's controlled by Winneconne out through the swing by Landl. Left side attack by Koval. She gets it past the block before they get up to block her. And puts Winneconne up now 9-5. Neela Gardner now over to serve from that far left side for the Wolves. And Waupun kind of puts their feet in mud right now. They kind of got stuck right there. Nobody really moved to it. And that's going to be an ace there for Gardner. Now a 10-5 lead for Winneconne. Gardner with another serve. Way deep. She's about a foot away, maybe a half a foot away from getting another ace. Went short in the one serve, then and looped it over past Waupun, but misses a little wide right. So Waupun will take the ball back, getting a point, and back within 4. Trailing now 10-6. Hayden Schultz checks back in the game for Waupun, and Landl will sit down. That one's going to kind of a side spin on it, kind of a curveball that goes from on the court to off the court on the left side. 11-6 now, the lead for the Winneconne Wolves. And nobody back there kind of shaking the balls at all. You have to go over a whole basketball court and quite a ways to go get the ball way in the deep corner. They did have one sitting all inflated, sitting right on the scorer's table. Nice job by Sanders to pop the ball up. Borchard with the back row attack off the block and on the floor. Point for Waupun. They trail by 4 though, 11-7. Sanders will sit down. Neary will check in for her to go across the front row. 11-7 now, the lead for Winneconne. Nice serve by the Lady Warriors, Alexis Babish. Again, one of those balls that just kind of drops right out of the bottom on that one and lands right in front of the intended person to try to field the ball. This time goes a little deeper on it. Gardner pops it up. Attack and a good save in the back row by Waupun's Holtz. But overpasses it just a little bit. Waiting for it is Winneconne to put up the roof and put it down. 12-8 the lead now for the Wolves. 4-point lead now for the visiting Winneconne Wolves here at Waupun High School. Church with the serve. Not a great pass by Borchard, and back row attack by Holtz pops it over. Left side attack and a good job. Koval couldn't quite get to it. Tried to hit it with the back of her hand over the net, but didn't clear the net. Waupun still only down by 3, and see if they can make a move right now. Trailing 12-9. Ryan Babish with a serve now for the Lady Warriors. Church going to go far left side with it, and a little tap shot diving save by Alexis Babish. Church gets it, middle attack again, popped up by Borchard. Babish going over left side over to Rowan Harder into the block and on the floor, and the roof was up. Looks like a couple of players over in that area. Megan Anderson along with Jocelyn Stick going up on a pretty formidable wall up over there to get the block kill. 13-9 now, the lead for Winneconne. Alyssa Koval now with the serve for the Wolves. Good pass this time to Babish, back over to Roland Harder. Block back over the Waupun side again. Boy, they got the block going up over there, and Waupun having trouble getting past the block over there of Anderson and Stick. And now a timeout by Waupun. They trail by 5, 14-9, back in 30 seconds with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Okay, Waupun taking a timeout, now down by 5, 14-9 here in the pivotal third set, with everything tied up at one set apiece at this time. Yeah, nice job blocking, huge right now over on that right side of the defense for the Winneconne Wolves. I mentioned their names before with Stick over there along with Anderson, just putting up a pretty good wall up there. Waupun having trouble getting it past that. Might have to start working over on Waupun's right side to work against that side of the block. Winneconne continues to serve now with that 5-point lead. Here goes rolling again. Just a roll shot over the top of the blockers. Right side attack, and kept alive by Ryan Babish over to Alexis. Backside on the right side, pushed over by Neary. Winneconne will pop the ball over on the third hit. Free ball now for Waupun. Quick set over to Schultz, and again, that's a good one in the middle to get it to. Schultz having some nice success in the middle, pounding it up the side of the block and gets the kill. Well, much needed point there for Waupun. They trail now 14-10. Schultz back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Going down the line, that's going to be a little wide right. And a free point for Winneconne. After that serve, then Borchard checks back in. 15-10 now, the lead for Winneconne. Just kind of hovering out there 4 or 5 points ahead of Waupun here in the third set. Josephson with the serve. Borchard from behind the 10-foot line. Josephson keeps it alive. Back set over to Koval, and what a nice swing from about 15 feet off the net going to the back right corner. Goes off the arms of Borchard and out of bounds deep. Confident swings by Koval. Getting a nice little feed, and she knew what to do with it. 16-10 now, the lead for Winneconne. Josephson again with the serve. Back row attack now by Ryan Babish. Tapped off the block, kept alive by Koval. Gardner with the swing on the left side, and that's going to be just out of bounds deep. That'll be a point for Waupun. It's one of those that you don't want to have to call when you're a line judge out there, those close ones. You hope everything's like either 2 feet out or, right on the line or something like that. But that was a few inches deep, no doubt about it. A flat-footed shot, but that's going to keep Waupun in the back row. Gets to Rowan Harder by the 10-foot line and hits it off the block and down. Nice job by Rowan, continuing to swing over there, but Waupun still just hovering out there. 4 points down, 16-12. We're bringing you the game here tonight here at Waupun High School from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Best place to call the game from right above the court. It's popped up by a Borchard, but overpassed just a little bit. And waiting for it was Neela Gardner to get the point. So now a 17-12 lead for Winneconne. 5-point lead for the Winneconne Wolves, trying to go up 2-1 over Waupun. Kendall Vett now back to serve for the Winneconne Wolves. Their only cheering section besides the parents, just the girls from the JV 1 and 2 team. Swing, and that is dug out by Josephson. The left side attack now by Gardner going back. Borchard pops the ball up. Off the court and behind the 10-foot line, a swing by Rowan Harder off the block, and Winneconne controls. It's going to get pushed over on the third hit. Borchard steps in tight to the net and taken over. Good job there by Alexis Babish. Left side attack now off the block, and Babish will get it back. Quick set over to Landel. Kept alive again on the Winneconne side. Quick set in the middle, goes to the right side. Borchard pops the ball up. Back row attack now by Ryan Babish down the line, and not a bad save attempt by Kendall Vett there. Stuck her right fist out, popped it up, and nobody else could close in. Nice job by Waupun finishing that one, and a good swing by Ryan Babish to finally get the ball back in Waupun to serve, trailing 17-13. It's going to stay in the back row, and a back row attack by Koval, who we know can swing from the back row. Goes Rowan Harder from the back row. And that one does not clear the net, and that is a point for Winneconne, back up by 5, 18-13. Just can't quite close the gap here in this third set. Now a 5-point deficit. Gardner back to serve now for the Wolves. Good job. What a job by Landel to somehow get the ball back up, punching it over. And then waiting for it eventually, Malia Bodo goes up and pounds it down. She's had some pretty impressive opportunities in that middle position. 6-foot junior gets up over the ball and pounds it down. Now a 6-point lead for Winneconne, 19-13 here in set number 3. Gardner goes down the line with it. Holtz passes the ball up. Quick set over to Landel to the block. Borchard will step in and bump the ball over on the third hit. Middle attack now by, left side attack. And right at me, got a chance to be in the play. I don't think Nate got that on the camera. And I caught it up here and sent it back down, but that's quite a hit to come back up here. This first time that's happened. So we're going to take a break. Waupun now trailing 20-13 back after this on RP Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back. A nice run again. A nice third set here, and very much in control Winneconne is here and putting balls away. They've had some great blocking here in this third set. And Waupun now in trouble, trailing 20-13 and looking to possibly go down in this match, 2-1. Gardner will go back to serve and see if Waupun can get that ball back right after that timeout. Holtz, a little mishandled ball, and that's going to be right in front of the Waupun bench. And another point for Winneconne, just 4 points away from taking that lead. 2-1 in this match. Gardner again with another serve. Oh, no knuckleball. Almost nasty Phil Necro, if you remember him at all, with a knuckleball, where the bottom just drops right at, didn't spin at all, and all of a sudden, boom, just drops on the floor. That's an impressive looking serve there by Neela Gardner. 22-13, now a 9-point lead for Winneconne here in set number 3 in a 1-1 sets match so far. We go far left side over to good job by Ryan Babish getting it from her sister. That was way over on the right side of the court. Had it fired all the way over, and Ryan puts it away. Good connection by the sisters on that one. 22-14 now the lead for Winneconne. Waupun has got to really get something going here. If nothing else, get some momentum going into the fourth set, but they trail by 8, 22-14. That stays in the back, and left side attack now by Koval goes into the net. Waupun takes a baby step towards trying to get back into this. Now down by 7, 22-15. Borchard again with the serve. Nice serve. That's going to stay off the court in the back, and it's going to have to bump it over on the third hit. Ryan Babish over to Alexis. Spexic over to Schultz. Very effective over there, but they do get to and finally get it over. And a set of far left side over to Ryan Babish. Hard off the block and on the floor. Nice job by Waupun sticking with that one, and ends up with a kill by Ryan Babish on that left side. 22-16 now the lead for the Winneconne Wolves. Mickey Borchard again serving for Waupun. We need a bunch more yet, and we're going to get one more right there. Again, putting that one right in front of Gardner. He gets the point off the serve. 22-17 now in favor of Winneconne. Borchard again serving for the Lady Warriors. And again gets the same result, this time going right at Kendall Vett. That one dies right in front of her. 22-18 the lead for Winneconne. Nice run here by the Lady Warriors. And that ends right there, but a nice run. Good job by Mickey Borchard with the serving, getting her team back in. Coach doesn't mind that, unless it's a little towards the end of the set like that. But if you can run off a good 4 or 5 points and you end up by going after a good serve again, doesn't really get the coach upset at all. And that's going to get blasted out of bounds by about 10 feet off the serve attempt by Malia Bodo. And Waupun again to see if they can get another little run going. With Alexis Babish going back to serve for Waupun. Very good server for the Lady Warriors. They're going deep with that one. That's kind of a mishandle. Somehow punch back over on the Waupun side. Good job by Church. Left side attack now by Ryan Babish, and that's going to be out of bounds deep. And a point for Winneconne now setting at set number 3 point, leading 24-19. Back to serve now for the Wolves, Bailey Church. It goes for that same spot. Good save there by Ryan Babish. Middle attack now by Schultz. That's going to be, it's going to be out of bounds. And they say there's a touch. The line judge said there's a touch off the middle blocker, which I believe is the correct call. 24-20 now the lead for Winneconne. Waupun again in that situation. You got to run off 4 again, just like they would have had to have done in the second set. Babish with the serve. Gardner, good pass over to Church, middle attack. And pushed over to wide open court. Nobody over there on the hit by Megan Anderson. Just a little placement shot. She gets the kill. Waupun loses again, 25-20, just like the score they had in the second set. Waupun trailing now 2-1. Back in 2.5 minutes with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back. Waupun now trailing 2-1 in this match, winning the first one 25-23, but losing set number 2 and 3 for the same score of 25-20. Waupun will serve first to get us going here in the fourth set. Steve Witterhack with you, along with Big Nate Young and the video streaming. Diving save attempt by Borchert after the swing on the right side by Stick. But couldn't control, and that'll be a point for Winneconne to start things out here in set number 4. High school football coming up tomorrow night. I'll be back calling a game. Big Nate Young will be video streaming over from Veterans Memorial Field. Looking forward to that one. Waupun 2-0 on the season. Rowan Harder pounds one down from the left side. Perfectly placed ball there by Alexis Babish to let Rowan put one down the line and put it in. We are tied at 1 apiece. Hayden Schultz now back to serve for the Lady Warriors. Nice crowd, like I said, from the student section. People kind of drifting away in that. We're in the main regular crowd. Schultz pops it up. Chased down by Babish. Back row attack by Ryan Babish. Diving save by Winneconne. Barely over the net. Back over on the Waupun side. Babish will set right side over to Neary. And it's going to be out of bounds deep as she tried to go cross court to the back left corner. Out of bounds. That's a point now for Winneconne. Waupun trailing 2-1 here in this match. Got a bunch of games coming up tomorrow night. Should pull it up and let you know all the games that we're covering. A Fond du Lac game tonight. I'm not sure what the score is on that. Overpass ball, trying to pound it down was Malia Bodo. But just pounds it down into the net. I do have that schedule on my phone. Take a look at all the football games that we'll be calling coming up tomorrow. Not just the Waupun game, but we've got other games going on tomorrow night that we'll be covering within the Radio Plus family. That's into the net. Sydney Neary puts it in the net. Instead, trying to find that list of games. Yeah, here it is. Get that to you. Malia Bodo back to serve now. 3-2 lead now for Winneconne in set number 4. Waupun trailing 2-1 in this match. Again, another overpass ball. And putting it away is Alyssa Koval. 4-2 now the lead. Yeah, the other football games we have, of course, the Waupun game at home against Wisconsin Dells. You'll have Randolph hosting Oshkosh Lords in high school football at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. WLA will be hosting Mayville Cardinals. Battle in the Flyway Conference. Middle attack now from Landell goes out of bounds. And Winneconne with a good start here, leading up 5-2. And the other game we are covering tomorrow will be Omro hosting St. Mary's Springs. More Flyway Conference action, but 4 games tomorrow night that we'll be covering. That's pretty impressive here in the Radio Plus family. Glad to bring them. I'll be at that Waupun at home against Wisconsin Dells game. Nice swing there by Rowan Harder on a good feed from Babish. All those games will be at, I believe, at 7 o'clock tonight with a pregame at 6:30, and you can watch them all. You just go to YouTube, punch in Radio Plus on there, and you'll get the whole list of games. Just punch on every game. You go back and forth on games if you'd like to. I know which is the most competitive game that you want to watch. Good swing by Koval from that left side. Winneconne kind of flex their muscle right now, and definitely hitting with some confidence against the Lady Warriors. But again, those games coming up tomorrow night football-wise, St. Mary Springs at Amro, Mayville at WLA, Lourdes at Randolph, and Wisconsin Dells at Waupun. All four of those games, just go to YouTube, punch in Radio Plus, and you'll find it. Just click on the game. You can watch it for nothing. It doesn't cost you anything. You can pull it on your TV, on your smart TV, and watch it right on your big TV, and it looks pretty cool on there. And that one into the net end is not clear on the second hit. 7-3 now. Winneconne pulling away in this fourth set, trying to end this thing at 4. Now looking forward to calling another Waupun game, 2-0. People think it was a long time ago since Waupun was 2-0 in high school football, but now they were just 3 years ago. Here goes Landl from that right side with the slide. Not quite the perfect connection between them, but she gets up and then puts the ball off the block and down. Nice job by Landl, doing the most with that. Yeah, Waupun actually back 3 years ago. They beat, I believe, St. John's out of Delavan. They beat them in the first game, and then they went on beat Menominee Nation. Oh, and that's a nice swing in the middle again. That time, Megan Anderson, the middle hitter, gets the kill. And Winneconne again up by 4, 8-4. But back in 2021, actually, Waupun was 2-0 to start the season. But the only problem with that is they lost the next 7 games and were 2-7 to end the season. But the one that you really look back, the time it happened before that wasn't. I looked all the way back, and the last time they did it before that was back in 2006. And it was dug out by Winneconne. Right side attack. Blocked back over on the Winneconne side. Church will get it going far left side, and a double contact's going to be called on Church. But Waupun football, last time they did it was back in that magical 2007-6 season, I think it was, and that's the year that they knocked off Wisconsin Lutheran that had that stacked team and really were the heavy favorites over here in Waupun in level 2 football. And then Waupun leading that game against Kewaskum, and it's another double contact again by the setter Church, an easy one to call. Waupun getting a little help from Church in the middle and crawl back within 2, but again, Waupun leading that game at halftime. Gave up that score before halftime in that game over at Kewaskum. Somehow we could never host a game against Kewaskum in the playoffs, and we end up losing that ball game. Disappointing loss for Waupun. The year I really thought they're going to go to state. That one is saved, attempt to be saved in the back row by Halla Josephson. And Waupun crawls back within a point, 8-7. Waupun says, no, we don't want this to end in 4. We're used to going at that fifth one like they did last week. They did lose in that, but it was extra points, and that's going to be a bad pass on a point for Waupun. They tied it up now at 8 apiece. Another serve again for Babish, Alexis. They're tied at 8 apiece. See if Waupun can get the lead right here in this fourth set. Pulling away. Nice shot down the line by Ryan Babish. Goes right up the chest of Church and on the floor. Waupun takes the lead back now, 9-8. Alexis Babish again continues to serve for Waupun. Nice little run here of about 5 points in a row for the Lady Warriors. That goes high off the arms of Josephson, and a little looping shot. It's going to be out of bounds deep off the swing by Neela Gardner. Now a 2-point lead for Waupun, leading 10-8. They continue to roll. Now with a 2-point lead back in just 30 seconds with more Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back. Maybe when that ball came up here, hit our banner down. It's just one time when I did a game and put the banner up, and the one time that the boss at the radio station, the owner of the station, was there at St. Mary Springs, and they're all yelling across the court to me, and I had put the banner upside down with my boss, with a lot of his people from St. Mary Springs over there. He's just kind of putting his head in his hands, and I don't know that guy up there. It happens. I could see it perfectly from my angle, but it was upside down. Waupun with a 3-point lead, up 11-8. Nice run here by the Lady Warriors, 7 points in a row. Back set right side over to Neary, into the block, kept alive by the Lady Warriors. Borchard's going to get it and pop it over on the third hit. Free ball now for Winneconne. Church gets it. Back set on the right side and off the block on the swing by number 11, Jocelyn Stick. Good job by Winneconne recovering on that one. Waupun had their chances, but a nice run. They were down 8-4 at one time, and then they got 7 points in a row, now leading this game 11-9. Josephson with the serve. Borchard with the pass kind of chases Alexis in the back row. Cross-court shot, and that's going to be just a little long on that shot by the Lady Warriors. Maybe missed by an inch or two. 11-10 now. A couple points in a row for Winneconne to get back within one. Ryan Babish, good pass to her sister Alexis. Middle attack now by Schultz off the block, and then not sure what they're calling. A point for Winneconne looks like, and I think Waupun off the block, and Waupun touches it. And that is a point for Winneconne. We are tied now at 11 apiece, so a nice answer there by Winneconne after that timeout. Tied it up at 11 apiece. Borchard, the pass over to Babish and over to Ryan Babish on the right side, and we've got a player in the net, looks like on the Winneconne side. So that looks like it might be on Church herself on that one, the setter. And Waupun gets the lead back, leading now 12-11. Ryan Babish back to serve now for Waupun. Hopefully the first of many serves for her on this stint as the server. Church back sets right side, and again another pretty impressive connection. Back set right to her middle hitter, and putting it away again is Malia Bodo. A pretty effective combination here in this match so far. And when she puts them down, she puts them down hard. Kendall Vett back to serve now for Winneconne. That's going to go off the arms of Rowan Harder. It's going to be a free ball. Now just hit over by Schultz on the third hit. Church sets far left side over to Gardner. Good job by Ryan Babish to pop it up. Gets it over to Alexis, and Borchard's going to put it over. This one's kind of tight to the net, poked over, and a nice job by Church. A couple blockers up there with Harder and Schultz up there to block, but somehow pokes in that perfect spot. Gets it to fall over the Waupun side. Winneconne getting the lead back now, 13-12. That will put Kendall Vett again back to serve. Goes down the line with a good pass over to Babish, back over to Rowan. And she'll pound one down from the left side. Rowan Harder with a good feed from Alexis Babish. Getting the kill with authority for Waupun. We are tied at 13 apiece. Hayden Schultz back to serve now for Waupun. Trying to get that magic they had when they had those 7 points in a row. And I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but it ends up going underneath the net. And that one, kind of an awkward approach to the ball, and just kind of tapped it, but didn't go anywhere hardly. 14-13 the lead again for Winneconne, and Gardner back to serve for the Wolves. And a kind of a chunk shot. Good job by Alexis Babish to pop the ball back up. Josephson keeps it alive. Left side attack now by Koval down the line. Good job by Babish, and she's got to bump it over on the third hit. Man. That was a pretty nice hit. And a nice dump shot there by Church. Kind of goes over her shoulder, back to the right. About 5 feet off the net, right by the line, and puts it right where no Warrior was. 15-13 in favor of Winneconne. Gardner now serving for the Wolves. That one, kind of a knuckleball, kind of drops into the net. Pine will get the ball back and a point. Back within a point now where the Lady Warriors trailing now 15-14. Neary back to serve for Waupun. This is going to get a punch right over, and waiting for it is Alexis Babish. Put it down with a block kill. Overpass ball, and Babish makes her pay. Ties this thing up now at 15 apiece. Neary again with another serve for Waupun. Josephson, nice high pass. Middle attack now by Koval. Block is up, and nice job by Landl going up. And blocking that back over on the Winneconne side, Jalen Landell with a block kill for the Lady Warriors. All over that one. Puts Waupun back up now, 16-15. This thing is not over yet. Muri with a knuckleball. Church going to go left side over to Koval, cross court. Nice job by Borchert to keep the ball alive. Back row attack now by Babish, but waiting for it on that hit attempt is Malia Bodo. Now we're tied at 16 apiece. Quite a battle here in the fourth set. Waupun trailing 2-1 to Winneconne. Steve Witterhack with you. Big Nate Young on the video streaming. Back row attack by Borchert. Going to get blown out of bounds wide left. Over by Coach Cora Strand. She's got a pretty close relationship with the girls. A lot of common celebrating. They have little cheers that they do and little low fives with the feet that they do. And seems like they like their coach. Some tight to the net. Good job by Babish to keep the ball alive. Tight to the net. Rowan Harder goes up the block. Sanders keeps it alive. Going over on the second hit. He is shot by Alexis Babish. He knows when to do those. He doesn't do them often, and that's the most effective thing to do with those. And you dump it on that second shot. Perfect time to do it. Goes up with the left hand and cuts it back behind her right by the line. Waupun ties it up at 17 apiece. That's dumped over on the second hit. Waupun, again, kind of a return for what Waupun did, and Church has done that a couple times here in this fourth set. Both effective. She's got a point on both of those. 18-17 the lead now for Winneconne. They're up 2-1. They win this set. It is match over. If Waupun wins, you'll go to a fifth and decider up to 15. That's exactly what Nate and I want to happen. Said, yep. Shot by Holt stepping in to field that ball, and that's going to be out of bounds on the shot by Waupun. Right off the legs of Becky Smith over there. Does a great job with her officiating. She's had a couple of close ones she's had to call, and I agree with her calls that she's had on those. Not an easy job. It's popped up by Alexis Babish, hit way back in the corner, and somehow Winneconne is going to get it over, but out of bounds. Church tried to overcompensate that. She's way off the court and had to kind of cut it so it didn't go over the antenna. Put a little bit too much on it, goes out of bounds wide left. Waupun trailing, though, 19-18. Need to get a point right here and see if we can string a few together. Borchert with a serve now for Waupun. A little let serve dug up by Josephson. Middle attack into the block and back over on the Waupun side. Babish, far left side over to Ryan Babish. Josephson again doing the job as a libero. They're going to go down the line with it, but Koval hits it out of bounds. That'll be a point for Waupun, and they are tied now at 19 apiece. Mickey Borchert now, again serving for Waupun. We're all tied at 19 apiece. Must win for Waupun. Gets a let serve. And Winneconne did that a few times in that first set. Had about 3 or 4 let serves that went over for them. And now Waupun has done that a few times here in this fourth set. Much needed time to do it. Get a point off from that. Waupun takes the lead now, 20-19. Borchert with another serve. A little rocket shot. Josephson hits it sideways off the court. Gardner will bump it over. Free ball now for Waupun. Tight to the net, backside on the slide over to Schultz, is dug out by Church. And now a free ball again for Waupun, hit deep. Good pass by Sanders over to Babish, over to Ryan. Babish left side, does not clear. Top of the net, does not clear the net. And that is a point for Winneconne. We are all knotted up at 20 apiece. Must win time now for Waupun. Alyssa Koval now with the serve for Winneconne. Good pass by Sanders. Left side attack now by Ryan Babish into the block, and perfect block there. Waupun can't control, and that is a point for Winneconne. They go up by 1, 21-20. Koval with another serve. A low line drive. Good job by Holtz to pop that one up. Back row attack by Sanders is going to go out of bounds deep. By a few feet. Now a 22-20 lead for Winneconne. Right, the point you don't want them to take multiple point lead. Up by 2, 22-20 are the Wolves. And we got a timeout on the court. Back in just. Let's keep it right here, Nate. Let's keep it right here, okay? We're going to keep it right here. Let me look at that football schedule for you again. We have a timeout by Waupun trailing 22-20. Again, looking at the games that will be played coming up tomorrow night that we'll be covering. St. Mary Springs will be at Omro. Mayville at WLA. Lourdes at Randolph. And Wisconsin Dells at Waupun. And that last one, that's the one that I'll be covering. Big Nate will be there with the video streaming here in Waupun at Veterans Memorial Field. And we'll have that game for you. And all the games will be at 7 o'clock and pregame right around 6:30 on RadioPlusInfo.com. A simple way to find it. Just go to YouTube. Click on, just type in Radio Plus, and you'll find that whole choice of games. So we're glad to bring them to you. And the nice thing, just like you're doing tonight, doesn't cost you anything. And our game will also be on the radio, the Waupun game. Then we had the buzzer go off, and after they did call the ball in play, and now 23-20, and that ace serve there by Koval. Waupun in trouble here in the match now, down 2-1, and now trailing in this fourth set 23-20. And a little help there by Alyssa Koval for Waupun. Hits it off the top of the tape and does not clear. Waupun gets a free point. Now they got to kind of force the issue themselves right now. Very good server back now for Waupun. Alexis Babish back serving for the Lady Warriors. Pass over to Church. Quick set in the middle. Tapped over on the third hit. Ball passed over, and Borchurch is going to have to bump it over on the third hit. A free ball now for Winneconne. Church getting the ball again. A quick set in the middle. Again, blocked back over on the Winneconne side. Here goes Gardner from the left side, popped up by Alexis Babish. Over to Ryan Babish. Little roll shot behind the 10-foot line, controlled by Winneconne. Right side attack off the block. Borchurch pops the ball back up, and I'm not sure what they're calling. Got a player in the net, or double contact. They're going to call on Waupun. Bad time to get that one to happen for the first time against the Lady Warriors. Now it is set point 24-21 in favor of Winneconne. I want to thank all our sponsors for making our presentation here possible. Thanks for supporting high school sports. Love having you on board. A lot of great matches around here. We saw that 5-setter against Campbellsport last week. We've been on a couple of football games so far this year, and those have been fun to call. Waupun 2-0 on the season. Definitely building a little excitement. I had really bunch of great athletes and great young men on that football team for Waupun that I'm pretty impressed with. They got a lot of weapons out there. Got their hands full against a very good Wisconsin Dells team that has a very good running back that ran for over 200 yards last week Friday. So see if they can slow him down. Here we are, a set point again, 24-21. Right side attack now by Ryan Babish off the block and on the floor. Waupun stays alive, down by 2. 24-22. Ryan Babish goes back to serve now for the Lady Warriors. Need to put 2 more points on the board to tie this thing up. Babish with the serve, goes deep with it. Ball's popped up. Church will go right side, and then we have a double contact. He's going to be called on Church. Numerous calls with that for her in the game. So now just a 1-point lead, must point right now for Waupun. 24-23, and a timeout taken again here on the court. Again, we're going to keep it right here. Got a chance to talk to Adrian Harmson, the head coach for Waupun. We'll have that interview. I'm sure Nick Rush will grab a little bit of that for his sportscast, his prep sports that he has in the morning at right around 7:35 or so, and also at 8:35. And we'll have that interview with Coach Adrian Harmson talking about his opponent, talking about where the team is right now. Some comments from him coming up in our pregame show coming up tomorrow that starts at 6:30. That interview, you'll probably have that right around maybe 7:45 or so. But Adrian Harmson talking about his team and pretty happy with the way guys are playing. And now you got to prove it in conference, taking on Wisconsin Dells coming up tomorrow. 7 o'clock start, and you can watch it right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Church gets it, a quick set, and that's going to be out of bounds. No touch. Looking for a touch on that, out of bounds, and we are tied at 24 apiece. unusual looking shot over there. Bodo just kind of decided to direct it out of bounds right by the net in the antenna. 24 apiece. Swing now from Gardner off the block and on the floor, and a point for Winneconne again, sitting at match point, 25-24. That will bring in Kendall Vett to try to serve for the match. 25-24, Winneconne. Here's a serve from Vett. And that's a mishandled ball. It's going to get popped over. Good job by Borchert to keep the ball alive. Quick set in the middle, blocked back over from Rowan Harder. Back in the hands of the Wolves. There goes Gardner for the left side. Cross court up from Borchert's hand and out of bounds. And Winneconne has won 3-1 in this match. Nice swing, 26-24 extra points. But again, Winneconne winning 3 in a row to take this match 3-1. Waupun wins the first one, 25-23. Winneconne wins sets number 2 and 3, 25-20. And then they wrapped it up in extra points, 26-24 to win the match 3-1. So a nice competitive match between these two teams, closely matched teams, but Waupun just couldn't overcome a pretty persistent battery by Winneconne in this, and Winneconne wins and stays perfect on the season. They're 4-0. Waupun goes to 1-6. Again, thanks to our sponsors for letting us bring these games to you. We love calling the games, kind of our passion. They even pay us for this, Nate, so that's kind of a nice thing. They give us money for something we like to do, and I hope you enjoyed it tonight. Don't forget to join us tomorrow if you're a Waupun fan, and we'll be calling the Waupun at home against Wisconsin Dells game at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Pregame right around 6:30 on radioplus.info.com. So again, I hope you enjoyed our presentation here tonight. If you're a Waupun fan, you probably didn't like the results. They lose 3-1 and go to 1-6 on the season. I'm Steve Winterhack saying so long. Big Nate Young, thanks again for video streaming. We'll be teaming up again tomorrow for that Waupun football game at Veterans Memorial Field. Have yourself an excellent Thursday night. Tune into the morning show tomorrow morning. I'll be waking up early to bring you that, playing all your favorites from the 50s, 60s, and 70s on the Source, 103.3 FM, 93.7 FM, and AM 1170. Have a great Thursday night. And Waupun loses 3-1. This has been Lady Warrior Volleyball on RP Sports.